Mr. Lamberth, to start with, how's the family doing? I mean, you know, the loss of Haley, terrible heartbreak and tragedy, and then the legal battles with the school district and all the sneaky things that were done there. Have you recovered?
I don't think we'll ever recover. You know, we take one day at a time. Each day is a challenge, and some days are more challenging than others, but as a family, we're able to stay together and get through it.
The fight with the school district got pretty nasty.
Very nasty.
Did that leave scars beyond just the loss of Haley?
Yes, but not nearly as deep as the scars from losing Haley, you know. They don't even compare to losing Haley, you know. Nothing ever could.
I saw, you know, looking back at the stories we did subsequent about the legal battles and some of the tactics that the school district did to sort of intimidate you and your family. Mm-hmm. Threatening to release this and that when the school district is not exactly known for transparency. That sticks with you, right?
Absolutely, you know. That I'm not a legal professional, but I think they resorted to some pretty low road and undermined tactics in an attempt to try to intimidate us.
Are you able to talk about what happened to your daughter now within the family, or is it something that you just kind of avoid?
No, it's something that we talk about openly when we can. You know, it seems like the way our family has functioned and dealt with the grief, fortunately, if one of us is having a really, really bad day, the rest of us aren't having such a bad day, so we're able to support and uplift one another.
Is that the way it goes? It hits different members of the family at different times?
That's how it has in our family.
Do you think the school district learned anything from this?
Absolutely. I think the school district realized the importance of notifying parents when their child, you know, was involved in a reported incident of bullying. You know, when a child may be experiencing suicidal ideation, the importance of notifying parents of these situations so that the parents can have conversations with their children.
I know they learned they should notify, but I wonder if they do.
Well, I still get reports from parents in the community, and the school district doesn't always do what they're supposed to do still.
I was wondering if you had become sort of a clearinghouse for those kind of reports.
Yes, especially immediately after Haley passed and I started addressing the school board and this Haley story got out there. It did seem like I was kind of a lightning rod as we went through the process of trying to get Haley's law passed. You know, many parents in the community reached out that, wow, my child was experiencing something similar. The school district never told me either, you know, or that maybe the school district reported that their child had been a victim of bullying, and the parent went to the school to ask questions and get more information, and the school district was very reluctant in providing that information.
You know, I don't want to cause a lot of pain for you, but are you able to describe for us, if you don't want to, don't, but describe for us that day, not exactly the details, but what it did to you and your wife and your family members, what it was like when that discovery was made.
Man, Haley was my firstborn child, and just the epitome of daddy's little girl, the apple of my eye for sure, and that day changed my life forever. I'll never be the same person.
New book, so you got to see it today for the first time.
Yes.
First impressions.
Amazing. But, very fortunate to work with Anthony and his wife Michelle and try to get this into the hands of as many young people as possible.
When he first approached you, were you suspicious? All right, this Hollywood guy, what's he got in mind?
We were very skeptical. We'd been approached by other companies that had wanted to do something similar, tell Haley's story, but they didn't have the right motives. Anthony and Michelle, you know, their first and foremost, their only purpose was to help young people, and that fell right in line with our goals.
As you look through it and the artwork and everything, how real do you think it is? How close to the story is it?
It's amazing. Just looking at the cover picture, I mean, that's Haley.
And what do you think the impact will be? if it gets out to other kids? Do you think it'll help other kids in her?
Absolutely. I think the impact is going to be immeasurable, you know, especially when you're talking about young people and the thoughts that they're going through with the pressures from today's society. If this can change one life, then it makes it worth it to me. You know, if one child is maybe experiencing suicidal ideations or maybe going through some of the same things that Haley had, and they see the course of her decision and maybe it alters their decisions for the positive, then it's definitely worth it.